Oh, no. That's welcome in Polish. I have some issue with the sleep and wake up.
Okay.
But it's fixed now. Okay. It should be, yeah. Okay. Okay, so right?
You're good to go whenever you want?
Yes.
And, you have around 25 minutes.
Sure. Thanks. Ready, tak? Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Michał Mielczyński, and this talk will be about a little project that I've made for last few months as a spare project, and it's about the kind of render farm, something new generation render farm that is designed for everyday projects and not for very heavy projects only, but for everyday workflow. And this talk will be divided into 3 parts. The first part will be about the workflow cycle and how to improve this. What's the drawbacks? What's the issues with the workflow with the rendering 3D application, and how to improve this locally and remotely. So this is a very simplified workflow cycle that we usually work in, and everything that this is a perfect case. So everything inside that zone is okay, is good, and it looks like this in simple case projects, everyday projects that we make some geometry materials, lights, cameras, and stuff like this. Then we ask computer software to prepare the data, render things out, and verify the results, and make some tweaks and fixes, and render it out once again. And the cycles continues for as long as you're satisfied with the results. So that's the perfect, but in real life we have some problems with that. The first, most obvious in case of modern render engines is that the local computer especially usually slows you down, even if the project isn't very sophisticated, but you have to wait for renders to come out, and that's something to speed up. But once you want to speed things up, it appears to be costly. So getting faster is expensive in this meaning that you have to buy hardware and maintenance the hardware. But on the other side, the waiting for the results can be painful and costly, because it can judge if the project will go, if your client want to wait. So this is a very basic stuff. We all know about this, I guess. This is just and that's the case of the local workflow. So as I've said before, we have this issue with verification phase, when we have to wait for the images or image to render it out and judge the result and make some tweaks and fixes. Without breaking the budget. So smart guys, they came up with the idea of the render farm. It's not a very new idea. It's been around for a while. But the basic idea is that you got fast servers somewhere online, and this is also better resource allocation because expensive servers can serve much more users, not only you, but the group of users. So eventually the cost of maintenance it can be spread out to the group of the users, making it cheaper. So in a perfect case, unlimited number of users would make a render farm a free render farm. But that's, of course, only the theory. And there are some issues with the render farm as well. You may know that there are some problems that causes you once again, that forces you to step out of the workflow cycle, and this time from the other side. So the rendering itself can be fast, but the preparation, data transfer, conversion, and supervising the jobs again causes you to causes some delays, and this is not wanted once again. So to summarize, slow, repetitive uploads. I believe that's the main problem with the render farms for everyday job, because you could agree to wait for a scene that takes a few hundred megabytes to upload it, let's say half an hour or hour. If that would be once time only, but in a workflow cycle, you will make changes and the upload starts all over again. So that's the serious problem. And it also breaks your workflow, this perfect workflow cycle, because it forces you to switch to another applications and supervise, prepare the jobs, prepare the textures perhaps, and so on, so on. So you're forced to, switch the application and lose the focus of creating the project. And it's not suitable for everyday jobs, because once again, if you want to work in workflow cycle, that will slow you down and make it slower actually. And there's also very often compatibility issues if the render farm wants to handle many kind of software application on 3D applications. It usually handles only few of them best, and the rest is not so very well supported. So is there a solution to our needs? I've been developing something that is a bit more focused on everyday jobs for a recent few months, and the results are pretty promising. We have already a working service, and it has very good feedback, and this is called RayPump, the Cycles Online Accelerator. So that's a new generation render farm service that actually accelerates the workflow. What it does, I will try to make a live session to just show you guys quickly what it does. But getting back to the workflow cycle, it tries not to disturb the user. It tries to stay low, just give a basic feedback about what is going on with the job you have been scheduled, and then it's transparent, kind of transparent to the user, so you don't have to switch to another application, make some job preparation, and so on. So the RayPump software is a separate background process. I think that's a good way that's a good idea to separate the project of managing automatic management, job management, from the Blender, because you're free to use the Blender even if job is transferring, preparing, and some other things are going on there. You are free to use. You are not blocked to, and you can keep working no matter what. The Blender may crash as well, and it will not break your job preparation. Efficient upload, I will show in a minute what I mean, but efficient, it's transparent to user once more, but the main feature is that once you have sent the scene to the online site, and then you make some render there and verification, then some tweaks and changes in the scene. Not the whole scene is sent once again, but only the difference between the previous version. So it's like 300 megabytes or 400 megabytes are uploaded in few seconds only. The rendering is done using multi-GPU, and this RayPump is designed only for the cycles engine, only for the Blender. So that's 100% compatible with cycles. Okay, great. Maybe I will do the live. I will try to do a live presentation. So this is very small application that you can actually close, and it hides here in the taskbar. You can also turn on the job manager. This is for more sophisticated tasks, but this is not needed as really, because once you launch the Blender, and let's say we'll open some scene, you've got this extra panel in the render area here. So you click connect to connect with the RayPump software, and that's it. You're done. And if you want to, this is the scene that I've been uploading. It's uploaded already to the render farm. Then I can show you that if I make some changes here, like for example, I can select all of these. Let's say we want to make a group out of this user object. We'll move it to the layer 9, or not 9, the last layer. Then we'll make a group out of it. Let's call it a group, whatever. Then okay, so the user instance, group instance is here, and we'll, let's say, duplicate this. And again, we'll duplicate this, so stuff like this. We have several users then. I'm a fan of sim racing, so this is race of the users. Let's say we'll make some modification also to the camera, like I don't know, tip for the focus maybe. Or not, just to make things quicker. Okay, let's say I've made some modifications, then I'm ready to send it to the RayPump, and the whole scene is not that big. It actually, it's 11 megabytes. It's already uploaded, and it's rendering out there, and you're free to keep working, yes, and make some changes. And that's way, of course, 11 megabytes would be uploaded much slower in this internet connection or your home internet connection, because uploads are usually much slower than the downloads in DSL or common user internet connection. But So you don't have to switch to the RayPump at all. You have all the non-invasive feedback in the taskbar. So once the job is ready, you are free to click this and double-click this, and this is the ready image. It's not beautiful because I've made it just a moment ago, but this is serious speed up for a rendering or work cycle as the whole. So you don't have to wait for a rendering almost that long, and you don't have to wait for the upload process, and you don't have to actually prepare the process. All you do is just push this little button here. And if you wonder if that works also for some more serious scenes, well, it does. I mean, I've got some. I should have this prepared better. Okay. No, it's not here. Sorry. Okay, I forgot what it is. This scene is 160 megabytes, so it's rather normal everyday projects. It's architectural visualization. So once again, okay, I will show you the ready renders of these projects. So this is how it looks. Made by House of Render guys or girls. So it's actually the decent project of the very well done project of the interior, and working with the RayPump solution, you don't this scene would on this laptop it will take ages to render a single image like this, but with the RayPump we can also make some adjustment to prove that it uploads the changes only. Let's see. So we'll turn the lamp, rotate the lamp here, and maybe we'll yeah, just something like this, okay. So the scene can be changed in much more sense. So the changes can be much more serious here, but the effect is always similar. The upload phase will take only a few moments, like transferring here, and that was 200 something megabytes scene, and it's already transferred. So it's the issue with the uploads with the render farm is here. It disappears, and once again you are free to continue your work. So your local resources are not taken, not used. So that's once again even more of the speed up, because you don't have to wait for your renders. And the rendering process itself it should be quite fast. This scene should render like in 2 minutes max. But so if you are interested with the project, I invite all of you to test it, to test it, and to join the development and to give the feedback. We will wait for the render, and Meanwhile, I will show the next slides. So public beta version, that's what we have currently. It is beta, so it's not perfectly working. There's some weird stuff might happen, and it runs around about 5-6 months already, and the previous version did not support animation, but currently it supports animation and still images. And we have also this job manager that allows user to manage jobs. So cancel some unwanted jobs and see the status and so on. So see the costs also. About the cost, this service is partly free for the use. So if you sign up, you can use like 10 free jobs a day. And the counter restarts every midnight. Then it's available for hobbies, enthusiasts, just to test things out. And then if you are satisfied with the result, then you can buy render points and use it commercially with more sophisticated scenes and animations, stuff like this. So that's what I said. Free jobs for less demanding projects, and the render points for all the rest. And it is Macintosh, Windows, and Linux compatible. It is separated software, but multi-platform. So let's see what's the progress. It's almost done, almost there. The rendering of this, the bigger scene. And the upcoming 1.0 version will have will scale much better with more servers available. This is the beta version, so we have only very limited resources. It is fast GPU node, but the limited number of GPU nodes. And we are going to plug in more, and also we're going to expand with the cloud solution for very demanding jobs like animations and stuff like this. But this will be not available for free. It will be just commercial service because, of course, cloud service costs its own money. More stability and reliability. And we'll make some even more closer integration with Blender. I mean, some more stuff will be transferred to Blender interface to give the feedback what is going on. But I believe this is the minor issues. The actual feedback we are getting is not bad at all. So I encourage everybody that are interested to this project. Users and developers to join. Of course, I can join myself some team. I'm open to any proposals. Users, what they get at the moment, they get free software access, free multi-GPU jobs, and payback renders. That's something that if your render goes to the gallery or can be used on our website, we just give the render points for professional pro jobs to that user. And in return, users give feature requests and feedback and can support the pro jobs. And the current version of the RayPump client it is now GPL licensed. So if you want to improve the RayPump client software, you can do it with no problem. There's a GitHub repository for open team development, and you can also contact me and to deploy the RayPump server on your, let's say, your hardware, your GPU nodes and stuff like this, and also for for users or developers that would provide some usable stuff, we can give the payback development, let's say, stuff like this. So working together is important for that project because we providing the best possible solution for online accelerator and getting rid of a problem of slow renders would help to promote Blender as an ultimate platform for professionals. And also RayPump already supports Blender Foundation, and it's ready to support it much more degree. So that's it. And for some reason, I don't know why, but it didn't render out. But I don't know. Questions? Any questions? Yeah? Maybe? That's the beta program, I guess, yeah? Okay, yeah. That's good.
Two questions. First one, if you are able to handle libraries, external libraries.
Yes, it works with the linked files. That's
yeah.
What, yeah. It works with the linked files. There are two versions of the script. One changes the default one changes the scene you are working with. So you should always work with the copy. That's always the case for the beta versions. But we also have on the website we have a script laboratory, script lab, and you can download the version that works better with linked files and stuff like this. It does not change your scene during the job preparation. So you can find it here at the script laboratory at the raypump.com.
Okay. And to be so quick in uploading your file, since you are so quick to upload the file, are you using some sort of difference between file or?
It is made on the file level. So we compare the previous version that has been uploaded with the new version and send the differences only. That's why it's so efficient, and that's why okay, it took much longer, but I don't know for what reason. Maybe some connection problems. Usually it takes about 2 minutes max. Okay, so that's the modify the scene here, right? Those rotated lamps. Okay, it should be faster.
I have a question regarding the security you're using, because probably some of the renders are commercial, so that they don't get intercepted or anything. What security are you using?
But you mean security?
For the transmission of the data and then how the data is handled on your server. For the transmission of the files over the network, and then what happens to the files on your server?
It's encrypted with some common usually methods. So that's the security for the data. And also in public service, there is also very often an issue about the data security on site. If it will be used by someone else, somewhere else, and of course we have this legal statement that your data is secured here at the server.
Question. Do you have an API? There is an API to link to other stuff that is not.
It is beta version, but the client software is open source, so you can do whatever modification you need, even extend the API of the software and stuff like this. This is the meeting about getting the team, or is it possible to get the team to work on and make it better than it is right now, okay. Including API?
can you tell us something about the cost of one render point? What do I get for a render point, or how many render points did that scene take?
Yes. So in this label here, you got the cost expressed with the RayPoints system. RayPoints render points. Sorry, render points is virtual currency, and this is 29 euro cents. So that's the cost of this image, and that's how you can. Similar images would usually cost similar amounts of money. So that's the cost of this render. And in more general, the current cost of GPU per hour is 99 cents. Yeah.
Can you see the current progress of the render?
Yes, there was a progress bar. Maybe I will just try to send it once more. And once you click on the RayPump icon, you got the balloon message, and second time you click it, the main window appears. Transfer is already completed, but the progress bar will appear in a minute, and it will show the progress of the render. But the scene is prepared at this moment, so it will take a few seconds more maybe. Okay. Oh, it's not working. Yes, more questions? Okay. So that's it. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, there's a progress bar you've been asking. Yeah.